Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful red-headed princess named Alexia. On her 21st birthday, her parents informed her that she was to be the bride of Prince Roncalli, who lived in a faraway land across the sea. The news crushed Alexia, for she had met Roncalli once before, when they were both 17. She recalled an uncouth youth, clumsy with knife and fork, drooping shoulders, spotty skin, and peach fuzz. The day Roncalli's ship arrived, Alexia snatched up a purple scarf, draped it around her blazing red hair, and crept to the harbor. As she looked for her fiancé amid the chaos, she spied a sailor waving an archery longbow. The sailor yelled, "Prince Roncalli, catch!" The longbow sailed the length of the deck until a strong hand reached up and grabbed it from its flight. There was nothing clumsy about this catch. Alexia's eyes traveled from the longbow to broad shoulders, bronzed skin, and a black mustache. What a difference a journey makes, not only from across the sea, but from age 17 to age 21. Roncalli laughed and yelled to the sailor, "Careful, knave! This lemonwood bow is a gift for my bride." Then, as if Cupid himself had swooped up the lemonwood bow and loaded it with an arrow, Alexia felt the piercing, delirious pang of love at second sight. At that moment, Roncalli saw a purple scarf fall from a woman's head to reveal the shock and glory of red hair. Roncalli beamed, for he had fallen in love at first sight 4 years before. And thus the happy couple married 2 weeks later. The day after the wedding, Roncalli bundled up his new bride, the lemonwood bow, and a quiver full of arrows, and swept them into a carriage. They drove through the streets of the city until they came to a meadow. As they stood at the edge of the meadow, Roncalli plucked an arrow from his quiver, strung it in the lemonwood bow, and aimed for the sun. The arrow swished through the air and speared the earth. As the couple strolled through the meadow to retrieve the arrow, butterflies fluttered around them, and frogs croaked and jumped away from royal feet. When they reached the arrow, Roncalli drew it from the ground and presented it to his bride. Then he gave her the bow made of lemonwood. And he said, "My darling wife, upon this spot I shall build you a great palace." "Yes," Alexia replied, "and we shall call it Lemonwood Court." Lemonwood Court. Lemonwood Court is the palace of my imagination. I wish I had time to give you a tour of all 600 rooms, but instead I shall take you to just one, the Knight and Tapestry Hall. This hall lies off the household corridor, just down from the royal kitchens. And today the corridor is filled with the aroma of roast ducklings and warm apple cinnamon cakes. The heavy brass doors of the Knight and Tapestry Hall open with nary a sigh. There are no squeaky hinges at Lemonwood Court. The marble floor glistens in a mosaic of diamonds, the colors of indigo, ash, and eggshell. The gray limestone walls are rough to the touch. 4 massive tapestries hang high on the walls, each depicting one of the ideals of Lemonwood Court: honor, duty, intellect, truth. Along the sides of the walls are 22 niches, each niche large enough to house a full suit of armor. These knights are the guardians of the stained glass window at the end of the hall. As you walk closer, you smile, for you immediately recognize the man and woman in glass. Roncalli, with his broad shoulders, bronzed skin, and black mustache, holds an arrow. Alixia, with her cascading red hair and a gleam in her blue eyes, cradles a lemonwood bow. Then you see it. The niche immediately to your left and closest to the royal couple is empty. There is no knight. Suddenly you're seized by a bit of mischief. No one is around, no one will see. Do it, do it. And so you step up into the niche and cushion yourself within. A wave of comfort, light, and possibility washes over you. The colors of the stained glass, pink, orange, lemon, green, pulsate in time to your heartbeat. You exude peace. Ladies and gentlemen, today I told you the story of how Lemonwood Court got its name, and now I give you your very own niche. Whenever you need to be in a cubbyhole of comfort and calm, a place of peace and promise, an alcove of light and laughter, whenever you need to be in a niche of outrageous possibilities, know that there's always a space waiting for you at Lemonwood Court. Thank you.